close to the end. We are on Friday, Eat for a Lot of People. This is David talking about improving your health, wellness, and fitness by working on your body, mind, and spirit, balancing the triad. So, kind of want to cover this. I briefly mentioned this in yesterday's video. Now, so there's a study I heard about a number of years ago, but I tried looking it up before and never could come across it. So, in a newsletter yesterday, it finally came up. However, I'm going to make sure you listen to this with a grain of salt, okay? I like the idea, I like the precedent, but yet when I looked a little further into it, so like I said, I just want to call this out to make sure it's there. The information was never published in a peer-reviewed journal. A lot of this woman's research apparently was never published in peer-reviewed journals. She's got questionable ideas about it. Sometimes documentation is flimsy. So it's not necessarily all there. Regardless, I still like the idea and concept. So again, I heard about this a number of years ago. So in 1979, it's a Harvard professor, Ellen Langer. She did a study. Apparently what they did is they took 16 individuals, 16 men. I don't know if I should have done a better job than this one I'm right now. But they were between, I think, 70 to 90 years old. 16, half of them went to one group, half of them went to this resort. The resort was set up to be like it was in 1959. So 20 years earlier than what it was. All the music that was played was the same way as in 59. Any type of music, articles, anything that was there. The television shows were played. Everything was exactly as it was in 1959. There was nothing there to get into the minds that it was older. It was later. So everything lived around. The posters, again, music, anything they watched on television, everything was from 1959. And nobody helped these guys out. No one helped them upstairs. No one helped carry the luggage to indicate that they were old. So they lived in this environment for a week as though it was 1959. So that was 8 guys. The other 8 guys were just told to remember what it was like in 1959, kind of reminisce about it, but they didn't kind of live and breathe it. So at the end of the week, now, before they did the study, they took a test on these guys. Again, I actually should have done a better job prepping for this. I read the articles last night. I researched on it a little. Memory, strength, cognitive ability, variety of other factors. Well, basically everything for those men in that little time capsule bubble of 1959, as though they were there, everything reversed. They got stronger, they got faster, memory improved, agility. One person walked without his cane. He had a couple of other canes, a lot of them went without it. So, with the preface I even said before then, but regardless, think about that. You're in an environment like it was 20 years ago. Everything there reminds you of what it was 20 years ago. The people you're with, you're all talking as if it was 20 years ago. The events of the day, you're talking about as if it's happening now. And all that kind of reversed. Imagine that, just thinking about it with your mind. Immerse yourself in the day and everything's up in here. Nothing on the outside, no drugs, no external devices, if you will, to help you there. It's all from your mind. Placebo effect? Hey, I say, who cares? Look at what the results are. Now, again, because it's only 8 people, apparently it's never really been duplicated, so there's a variety of factors in there. But regardless of that, just what if that was just important? What if the mindset and how we believe we are, plays that much of a factor on the aging process? Because yes, we age. Everything ages. There's going to be there's things drop down, a rock, a piece of wood, animals, people, we all age. And with aging comes there's going to be certain declines with strength, with memory, with agility. However, much of that decline is actually due to neglect and abuse in the body mind than the actual aging process. So in other words, you don't take care of yourself. You abuse yourself. You neglect yourself. And that is what causes a lot of the issues as we age, not the aging process itself. But take this. Now, if you start taking care of yourself, and if your mindset can play a factor in there and realize, wait a second, what if I do think I'm younger? Now, I don't say you're going to be in your 50s and going to act like you're teenagers. There could be certain factors there. Although, hey, you might have try for it. But what if it was like that? This, by the way, the process is called counterclockwise. But as a matter of fact, Ellen Langer even has a book out called Counterclockwise where she talks about it. So again, the scientific community, there's still some issues there. But regardless, what if it was possible? And that's one of the things I guess she was known for, is actually pushing things and wonder, not here's what we know, what could we do? How far can we push it? Consider that yourself. If it's a placebo effect, again, what difference does it make? So what would happen, and this is actually part of the process. Well, you heard it, instead of fake it till you make it, which isn't a good one there. What if you faith it until you make it? Or you believe, sometimes it's also referred to as acting as if. You act as if you're already that person that takes care of himself. That person's already healthy. That person's already whatever. I mean, if you're looking to lose weight, preferably inches, if you're looking to lose inches, if you're looking to work on meditation, what about if you already act like that person already? You act out that role. You think about what that person is, you involve there, and you start taking those characteristics and start acting that way. You start acting as if for too long you are there. Might be the same thing here. But regardless, I think it's a real interesting point to understand, is that, hey, our mind has so much power. And we know that. We've talked about the placebo effect on here before. I realize it's got so much power potential up here. And think about here, everything starts up here. If you want to start meditating, you got to start thinking about it. You want to start exercising, you got to start thinking about it. This is where it starts. Now we can go into a whole different direction in this one as well, but let's just leave it right there. Realize your mind has so much power over what you do and what you don't do. You've heard me talk about before. If you think things are going to go bad, you're going to look for reasons for things to go bad. Things are going to be good, you're going to look for that. Your mind's going to find out exactly what you look for. The power of your mind, absolutely incredible. If you want some help on with you and your power of your mind, change things up in my group yesterday. But in the description, there's a link to the Facebook group for you to get a variety train there. Realize you don't have to go from being, right now you might be overwhelmed and unhealthy. So let's take you from that spot to have you being balanced and living. So link is in the description for that, for the Facebook group, some different trainings in there for you. So points to ponder that. Like I said, link is in the description there. And let me know where you realized, or situations that you even know you experienced yourself or from others, where mindset was more powerful than anything else. Let me know that in the comments. All right. Have yourself a wonderful day, and we will catch you tomorrow. So take care and balancing to you. Bye-bye.